Hey, NASDOG, where you get the best dope on the markets. I am your human floor local. Me, Alan Palmer. We are here. I'm not going to show my picture because we're looking at real estate. That takes up the real estate. What do we got here? Silver down $1.50. It is Thursday. Is that correct? And here's a couple top right. This is silver on one particular chart, 72.35. We just spiked down here. We're currently under. It's just this little downward sloper here. Okay, down here below, and it looks like we're going to go. 71.77, about 60 cents lower. Okay, you got those powder blues, and then look over. Oh, here, hang on. Let me move this over so you can get a view. 71.77. 71.54, this is marked here. This is one of my, it's a trader eye, okay? For some reason I had that there. So 20 cents lower, okay? So we got two things, and then we got something else here. This is one of these light greens of this red up here. See it up here? And here we're posting a 7. Here there's another 7 stuck in there, okay? See it? Right where we're breaking out through all these trend lines here. Okay, so this is where we are. Man, and I don't know what this is over here. But that'll be an area here. 71.33. We're coming into the end of the month here. At least, I could see it definitely at $2 bounce. We just broke to 220. There used to be jokes about that. How do you get silver to rally a buck? Yeah, I'm just making it up for this. How do you get silver to rally a buck? It breaks $2. It's just one of those things, that sign of the times over the years. Here's gold over here. All right, same kind of thing here, actually. Look at this. See, here's this same one up here. This red and this one right here, the light. Okay, it was the low yesterday. Here, we're under it, man. I don't know. Okay, so I've been positing for a while here, at least a couple weeks, if not more, but because I immediately said in March 9th, that all these countries that need oil are absolutely in a bad spot, okay? So anyway, here we are a month later, and I think the central banks might have to sell some gold to raise some cash to buy, say, crude oil or food. Speaking of food, here's crude oil here, actually. Here, let's take a look at the big movers right now. And crude oil is, here, we're up. See, we're up 330. Here, hang on a second. What are we at? 103.23. We're a buck off the highs. Okay, so we were just up about 430. Okay, now here, I got this level here. This is June crude, 104 double. Double is like put your fingers up there. It used to be the symbol for bear stearns, like a claw, and you're grabbing, or if you're grabbing a female body part, where you just squeeze by your knuckles. That's 55. That's double. So 104 double, and I got something else right underneath here, 104.34. Okay? And that we hit. Okay? Because here, 104.37 is the high. We hit this here. Okay? So your buy, if you're going to sell this, okay, on all this hoopla, okay, and somebody's paying $104 for West Texas Intermediate, okay, and I've said sheiks would like to sell this stuff. Maybe not in spot, put it in the back months. And UAE is breaking away from OPEC, and they might take their production. They talked about it from 2.2 to 6.6, or 6.0 is good enough for me. Okay. So, and here's bean oil here. If we're going to go to the energies here, biodiesel here, we got an orange here also. These are big levels. 73.43. What are we at? We're at 73.40. Okay, top left-hand corner, up 88. And it is 8:25, bottom right-hand corner, 8:25 a.m. We have not opened. On the upside here, about 300 higher, which is $1,800 a one lot. This is $6 a tick. So 300 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18, so $1,800. Okay, 100 ticks is $600. It's a good crude oil. Oh yeah, you know what? Here, hang on a second. Where's that July D's? July D's bean oil here. Okay. Now, this shows you that it's a squeeze, okay? Because we're coming in May, okay? But after that, July, okay? So this, if there's going to be a squeeze, you know, it'll now be in the July, which is the front month, okay? Because now the May gets ready to go into delivery in that. So this is how this looks on the upside here. 680, call it. I got a couple things up here. I don't know if that's the all-time high here, but and then here's one of these reds at 482. Here it's kind of the high. Here you gap over it. You know, you probably stick a bid in here with a 30 tick stop or something like that, or maybe a under 450. You know, because you're just playing right here. It's 477. If you were to want to buy this gap, because treating this as a recognition point, okay, that the market all of a sudden the market recognized it the day before, but now all of a sudden you have to sit there, close, and then everybody has to have an assessment, and that is that bean oil to the upside. So this spread came from here about, what is that, 93? Actually here we were down at about zero. Okay, so now they're paying 550 over for the July bean oil. Okay, this is a sale here, man. Buy bean oil, sell meal at your own risk. Okay, so meal is more or less has always been the dog. We did have some buying. Let's go check the July D's. Okay, so here again, same kind. Oh, look at this. Okay, so these are big. Oh no, that's a green up there. Okay, we got a whole slew of levels here, so this is not like historic. As a matter of fact, you know what? These are buys from somewhere here. Going down here, green, orange, thin olive, thick olive. So we went down there. Anyway, this is just focus on looking at the spread here. Let's put a daily chart on this just to give an idea. Okay, so as this gains, people are willing to pay up in the cash, or they are paying up in the cash, which means the front month that gains over the other back months here. 72.17 here, silver getting ready to, here, let's look at this. Let's look at silver on a 3-minute here right now. Should we put some volume on there? Okay. Oh, okay. Here we just had. Now this is a 3-minute here, so you can see that this is a big. Did we just open here? 819. Okay, 819. You had 564 contracts. Okay, not much of a bounce. I don't even know, man. I think I want to. You know. So, but this is an area on the downside here. That's a 3-minute. Let's just look right here on the bottom to the left, bottom middle left here. This is corn, okay, 478 here. You can see there's some numbers there if you're interested in that. Let's look at, these are Nove beans. What are we up? A nickel here. These are kind of highs here over, you know, I mean, here, there's a lot of upward stuff up there at $12. So a nickel higher, okay? So this has kind of been struggling here lately. Here, the Nove is glued to the highs here. You got some, they're not small here, okay, but you can see the levels right there in the right-hand corner. Just pause it and look here. Here's silver on a 190-minute chart here. This was just something for yesterday. Here's wheat here. Another, that's a weekly chart. Let me go to a daily just to give you an idea here. We're running sevens. We're running a pattern. This was a breakout here that we got over yesterday's high. See how CQG they have to, you know, I mean, listen, this is a lot of data. That was a perfect example because it looked like all those things were right here. And they were on that particular weekly chart. On a daily chart, they come down here. And they play here, you know, and then here it's the high, here it's the low, and then bingo, bango to the upside. So we got the 8th day of the pattern there. And, okay, we'll call this a wrap here. It's 8:30. Stocks are making new lows here. About steady on the day here. So here's silver making new lows. What else we got that spread? What do we got over here? You know, I kind of think, and if you're looking to sell meal, 35 and 37 over here. You can see a green on there or something. Not all-time highs, okay, but if you're looking to move. Silver trading 72. If you need anything, email me or go over by NASDOG. Take that VIP package. Still email me so I can get this in front of you here right now because we've got some events coming up here, in my opinion. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up on one of these social medias if you'd be so kind. Thanks and have a nice day.